Hey y'all, what's going on, man? 187 The New Breed back at it. Um, I man, um, you know, as much as we talk in between black women and black men, the much as we talk about each other, how we ain't shit, especially with us when we talk about black women, then I realized something. I really realized something. No matter what we say about them and the kind of crazy stuff that they do, and trust me, they do a lot of messed up stuff, and they play games. And then it's always the counter response is we do the same thing. We got to go through the same thing. So what I'm telling to these black men, dog, what I'm saying to y'all is this: there is no point going back and forth with black women, telling them that they have, a lot of them telling them that they got attitudes, and a lot of them do. A lot of them are fucked up, and a lot of them are, and a lot of them are play games, which the majority of them do. And how they talk about that there's no good guys. Here's the thing: there's a lot of good men out here. The problem is they just don't want one. Or they want to have a bad boy and change them to being a good guy. And you don't just do that. If you're not willing to change yourself, you shouldn't have to change nobody. And a lot of these women, especially black women, they don't want to change themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they want to change you. So that's why I'm telling these black men, I'm like, dude, there's no point in arguing with them and saying what you need to say, because they're not going to listen to what we got to say. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to keep being selfish. They're going to keep having kids by different dudes. They just going to do that. But as soon as they get that happens to them, then they want to mess with you. Of course they do. Because they try. That's a lot. That's what they have to go through to grow up. And a lot of times they not gonna grow up. You know what I'm saying? Or when they do grow up, 1, 2, 3 kids later, and a black eye, nearly deaf later, then they want to deal with somebody. But then a nice guy don't want to deal with that kind of damaging female. And I know some people be like, well, a lot of women are going to be damaged. Everybody's damaged. But it's going to be more people to damage. It's more people that's damaged than others. And don't nobody want to go through that. But again, my brothers, there's no point going back and forth with women, because they know what they do wrong. They just don't care. Now we have to come to a point where we shouldn't change at all. If they're not going to change, we don't have to change. And if they can't get to the point and accept that, then don't fuck with them. Plain and simple. Black men, y'all got so many options out here that y'all don't even know it. It's like I always said, you don't have to deal with a black female just because you're black. You don't have to deal with that. But then at the same time, don't just deal with them, just because you want to be like, you want to just deal with the strongness. I'm like, you want to just make black families strong and stuff. Don't just do that. Be with the person because that's what you want to be. We all want the black family structure to be strong, but them days is done. Them days is done. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be back to what it was in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. It's not going to be like that. Black people, we have to get to the point where we have to accept that, because, and also too, white people are not going to let that shit happen. White people don't want a whole bunch of black people being happy and successful and all that stuff. Hell no. They want to be the successful ones. Y'all got to get it through your minds. They want to be the only successful people here. They don't want Mexicans. They don't want blacks. They don't want any minority group to be better than them. The only time they want a person black to be better than them to an extent is black women, because they think black women don't have they're not any type of threat towards them. But a black man is a big threat. So we have to just keep that in mind. But again, my brothers, stop arguing and wasting your time with these black women. Stop. You don't have to deal with them if you don't want to. You don't have to deal with them if you don't want to. Just stop. If you don't like them, just leave. Just go. There's other races. Go out to the country. If you don't like black women, you don't like white women, you don't like your own race of women, go somewhere else or go to another damn country. And at times I gotta deal with that shit too, because of course I have my issues with black women, but I still love them. As much as the shit that I say on them and on Facebook, since so many people think I'm so serious on Facebook and they take that shit very serious. But at the same time, I always have loved black women. Hell, I made a video about why I love black women. So I don't know what the hell people be talking about. But still, it's always about controversy. But, man, we gotta stop all this shit, man. We gotta just start joining together and stop hating each other. It's just, if you don't like your own race, just go somewhere else. If you just don't find something that you can be happy for, find a drive. It's so many angry people, especially with blacks. It's so many angry black men and black women out here. It's like when you try to talk to them, have a conversation, even when you look at them, it's a damn problem. They look at you with this bitter beer face like, even if you ain't trying to holler at them, they like, look at you. I'm like, I ain't even trying to holler at you. Like, damn, okay. But, that's just my opinion on this, man. Y'all tell me what y'all's again. And I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. Peace.